we will study about regulation of gene expression. In the previous video we have seen the negative regulation of gene expression, and under negative control we have seen the inducible system. Today we will see repressible system. In case of such operon, the repression encoded by the regulator gene is inactive and unable to bind operator. Therefore, the operon is normally functional or de-repressed. But when this repression interacts with the effector, that is known as co-repression, it becomes active and binds to the operator DNA, and as consequences the operon becomes repressed. That means the structural genes are not transcribed. Okay, and such operon generally encodes enzymes that catalyze biosynthetic pathways like tryptophan biosynthesis or histidine biosynthesis. And furthermore, the more important point is that the end product of this biosynthetic pathway, whose enzyme are encoded by an operon, acts as co-repressor for that operon. So here the diagram is there. Suppose this is the operon, part of the promoter operator region of the operon system. To this operator region, repression protein is bind along with co-repression molecule only. Okay, whenever this co-repression molecule released from here, the repressor also released from operator side, and now operator side is free for the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme and transcribe all the structural genes under their control. Okay, so such type of operon system, such type of regulation system is present in tripoperon, and tripoperon is under control in repressible system. Okay, this tripoperon is present in bacterial cell and it is responsible for the biosynthesis of tryptophan from chorismate. Okay, chorismate converted into tryptophan. Now this tripoperon is consists of 5 contiguous structural genes: tryptophan A, B, C, D and G. Okay, A, B, C, D and E. These structural genes expresses 5 enzyme components, and these 5 enzyme components then form 3 functionally active enzymes which convert chorismate to tryptophan. Okay, then upstream of this structural gene, regulatory region is there, which is made up of promoter operator region, and leader peptide region is present between promoter operator and structural genes, and towards upstream of operator promoter region, tryptophan R region is there, and tryptophan R region or tryptophan R gene is responsible for the expression of repressor protein, which is present in inactive form then together with tryptophan. Here tryptophan molecule act as a co-repressor and convert it into active form. Okay, so the repressor protein that is expressed through TRPR gene is a homodimer that is made up of 107 amino acids. Okay, now we will see how the regulation occurs. This leader peptide region is responsible for the expression of a leader peptide that is made up of around 16 amino acids, and around towards 14 amino acids, there 14 and 15 amino acid is tryptophan amino acid. Okay, and it is responsible for attenuation, because within this leader peptide region there is attenuator sequence. Okay, so 2 conditions are there. When low tryptophan levels are there, then under this condition no tryptophan will not sufficient tryptophan molecule will bind with repressor protein, so repressor protein cannot if efficiently bound to operator DNA, so there is transcription of all the structural genes, and then there is formation of tryptophan from chorismate. Okay, but when the tryptophan level is very high, then there is attenuation of mRNA over here. That means transcription occur only of leader region, not of structural genes, because high tryptophan level, due to high tryptophan level, tryptophan binds to repressor protein, and then together they bind on operator side, and there is not possible of transcription of this structural genes from this promoter region, because it is not free for the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, so like this it regulates. Now the enzymes which are expressed through structural genes are TRPE express anthranilate synthase component 1, TRPD anthranilate synthase component 2, then together they form anthranilate synthase, then TRPC phosphoribosyl anthranilate alternate isomerase. Trip B, tryptophan synthase beta subunit. Trip A, tryptophan synthase alpha subunit. Together alpha and beta subunit form trip synthase alpha 2 beta 2. Okay. So now here you can see that chorismate converted into anthranilate in presence of anthranilate synthase enzyme, then anthranilate converted into phosphoribosyl anthranilate, then phosphoribosyl anthranilate converted into enol carboxy phenyl ribulose 5-phosphate in presence of phosphoribosyl anthranilate isomerase enzyme, and then this converted into indole 3-destrol 3-phosphate in presence of same phosphoribosyl anthranilate isomerase enzyme, and then indole 3-destrol 3-phosphate converted into L-tryptophan in presence of tryptophan synthase enzyme. So like this there is formation of tryptophan. Now we will see how under high tryptophan level this attenuator sequence attenuate the transcription of this structural genes. Okay, so it occurs through attenuation mechanism. Attenuator is the terminator sequence at which attenuation occurs. The common feature in attenuation is that some external event controls the formation of hairpin needed for intrinsic termination. Okay, so first condition is when tryptophan levels are high. Okay, when tryptophan levels are high, the transcription of this peptide, leader peptide region start, and the mRNA that synthesized have mainly 4 regions, 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. 3 regions can base pairs with region 2 and 4 also. Okay, so within the region 1 there is codon for tryptophan. Okay, so whenever the translation start ribosome and reaches towards this codon, tryptophan codon, the ribosome quickly translates the sequence 1 and it also blocks the sequence 2 before 3 is transcribed. That means 2 is blocked with ribosome before 3 is transcribed. So whenever this 3 is transcribed, it base pairs with region 4 and there is formation of hairpin structure that is followed by string of U. So this hairpin structure that is also known as attenuator structure, there is termination of transcription, so all these structural genes cannot be transcribed. Okay, then second condition is when tryptophan levels are low. When tryptophan levels are low, the ribosome pauses at the tryptophan codon in sequence 1 and formation of paired structure between sequence 2 and 3 occur, and therefore there is no formation of attenuator structure because 3 cannot base pairs with 4. Okay, so here the hairpin structure is not formed, that means transcription continues by the RNA polymerase enzyme and all the structural genes are transcribed and then translated into corresponding protein or enzyme. So like this the level of tryptophan, high or low level of tryptophan controls the formation of attenuator sequences or terminator sequences which actually responsible for the transcription of structural genes.